right, everyone, Coach Dixon will open with a statement, then take questions.
Guys, we're ready?
Yes.
Yep, okay. Well, what a game. Obviously came out the way we wanted to, and fought through a lot of adversity. We got rebounded. They got way more free throws than we did. But just kept battling, kept fighting. And we're kind of developing that. We've got such a new crew. Just kind of getting grit's been our word for the week. And we've tried to become that group because we're not there yet, but we're going to get there. And I believe in it. So, but all 10 guys were terrific. That's been our thing too. The all 10 guys. Chuck was amazing. He's waited patiently and did his thing today. And Trey, we had all guys in foul trouble the entire game, and somehow we survived it. So, what a great atmosphere! Great win for us. Great game for the Big 12. I'm sure everybody was watching. Two really good teams. Defensively, I thought we did some really good things. Yet they still scored 102 points. Their offense is so hard to guard because of their rollers and their shooters and their playmaker. I mean, Coach Kowalczyk's a very good friend of mine. He told me how good Dennis was. So he lived up to it today. But some really good things from us as far as just gutting it out, finding ways, coming with loose balls. We got out rebound, so I don't know how we got that done, but forcing turnovers more than they got. And of course, I think we shot some ridiculous number in the second half, 68% or something. So 17 for 25. So we attacked, we passed it well, and found a way. And great job knocking that loose ball away at the end by Jameer on that up for grabs play.
He had 30 points, game winner. I guess how big was he overall?
Yeah, I mean, we've talked about having these 2-point guards and how they're getting better and better, and I think that was evident today where Avery's played really good against Oklahoma State. This is Jameer. We like them playing together, but everybody's in foul trouble. Look at our fouls. We've got 4 from our 4 starters. So 3 over here with Chuck. So we just had to adjust. Jameer was the guy that wasn't in foul trouble. He drew 6 fouls, it said. So, but again, we were able to get this done with us being entirely in foul trouble the entire game, and he got in the lane. We called a lot of ball screens for him. We're getting better at setting the ball screens, and I thought we played pretty good space, getting a little better job. But he finishes around the rim. I mean, we've seen moments, and we certainly saw him today.
Jamie, when you guys were down 10 with about 11 minutes to go in the second half, it looked like you made an adjustment on how you were defending the pick and roll at the top. Could you talk us through that a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, we adjusted a couple different times. We tried a couple different things, and so we were changing throughout. But there was a stretch there where we did change it. We didn't stay with it the rest of the way, but we wanted to be able to change it. It was hurting us as we were hurting them, but. They're good. I mean, they've got shooters on the floor. They've got two roller guys, and that are highly athletic in size. I mean, they have elite players. No surprises. Messi, everybody in the country wanted. I mean, Walter, everybody in the country wanted. I mean, these are good players. And Ray, everybody in the country wanted, which took all the minutes late. So they have good players. We tried to change it up a little bit. One thing we weren't going to do is go zone because we didn't want to give them threes, and that was our big thing. So, we did that. I mean, 5 or less in a triple overtime. I mean, that's our number, 5 or less, and that's what our goal was. So, I think I would have given them a 6 in a triple overtime game, but we stayed with our goal of 5.
With the pedigree that Jameer has, I'm sure you're not surprised that he played the way he did as the intensity ramped up in a game like this.
Well, I mean, it's funny. Jameer, his dad's a friend, and back from my East Coast days, but Jameer wasn't a basketball guy growing up. Jameer, believe it or not, played baseball, and so his dad said it's kind of he's not what you think, and so there's some growing there, and that's what's exciting to us as a program and to me as a coach. He's a great kid. We have great kids. We have unbelievable high character kids. So that, while we've had some losses, we've responded, and they're good kids. We just got to get a little bit more of that grit that we're developing here, and toughness, physicality. We're still lacking that, but today showed some real mental toughness. So Jameer's a physically tough kid, but at the same time, he kind of gets he attacks. Somebody scores on him, he wants to score the next play right away, and that's kind of the things we're kind of working through. So he is aggressive. He is competitive. At times we got to control that a little bit.
Is O'Bannon always that confident? I mean, even though he hadn't been playing him a ton, but to step up and hit those 2 big shots.
Yeah, I mean, we played him more last game because he defended well. We have a lot of good players. And Micah, who do we take out? E-Man, Micah. I think at times we may have to go. We had E-Man as the 5 a little bit. As I've said, we're kind of a new. We didn't have everybody all summer. We didn't have everybody all fall. We're still putting this all together here. And but he gives us. If he defends, we're going to have him on the floor. But he took good shots. He didn't rush anything. He was huge for us. I mean, the shot. I mean, I'm not telling you, as you said. I mean, like those three threes were huge. One was against the zone, which we just stayed with us. So we prepared for that. We knew they'd throw it in there, and we were ready for it, and we executed really well on that. And then the other one was great execution on 2 plays. Right, both plays were executed exactly right. We made the right pass. Started with Jameer, and then banged the one extra pass there to Chuck in the corner.
So you just recognize that zone like immediately. It seemed like y'all went 5-0 like right when they went in that zone.
Yeah, we knew it was coming. I mean, it's no surprise. I mean, they got great assistants. Coach McNeely was the scout. Coach Benford does a great job, and we recognized that and we knew it was coming because we felt we would score on them, and so we had to figure out ways to stop them. I don't know that we did a great job of that, but we did just enough because they shot 47%. But it was 55 at halftime, so we got better in the second half.
Ernest he forced a turnover guard, and then obviously had the block. How big was he defensively down the stretch in the overtime for you guys?
He was huge. I mean, he was plus minus was 15. He's 1 for 2, and he just does some things that you can't. He does some things. I don't know if he does some things you can't teach. All right, the athleticism, the quickness, the loud quickness. Then he does some things that I know I taught him differently, and so we're still working on those aspects of it. But he just hasn't played a lot. I mean, he didn't play at all Kansas, obviously, at all, as we all know. And I don't know how much he played in high school. To be honest with you. So he keeps getting better and better. He plays hard. I mean, the guy's worked his to do what he's done with the free throws. It's improved so much, just the stroke, and just excited about his future.
Jamie, can you talk a little bit about Micah's game? 18 points, was consistently guarding some of their scores.
And we put him on Dennis, and it's 24, and he got 24, 10, and 5. I mean, but it's third quarter. He's got the ball the entire time. 3 overtimes, I should say. I mean, Mike was huge. It was interesting because we were trying to figure out who to get in there. Every time Manuel, Micah, Chuck, Trey, we needed him out there. He goes 5 for 9, 4 for 7, 15 points on 9 shots is pretty good. Jameer, Avery wasn't his night, but he did some good things. He had 5 assists. He was in foul trouble though, so early. I keep saying we got good players. We got to just use it to our advantage. We got a lot of good players. I think the 10 has been a little frustrating for some of them because they want to play more, and we just got to accept it and use it as a positive rather than a negative. And they're getting there. I think they're really getting there on that. I mean, this one will help too. This one will help. I mean, it's amazing, this league. I mean, we've lost our 3 losses are 1 point, 2 points, and an overtime. We fight through a lot of different things in all those games. The free throws, the foul trouble. We fought through a lot of different things. Now we're going to go play Texas Tech on Tuesday.
What was your message to the guys at the end of the second half, and as both teams were kind of battling it out through those overtimes?
We were scoring well enough. We got to find a stop. We got to get the rebound, and the rebounding it turned. I'm a little surprised by numbers because I thought we got ahead on the rebounds, but they got them in the third overtime. We're losing track of my overtimes here, but they seemed to turn the numbers again. But I thought that was it. And but we got a few more deflections and loose balls that went our way. And again, we shot 53% on the road. And I keep telling you guys we're going to win with defense, but we haven't quite done that yet. We didn't. We haven't, and we got to go figure that out. But offensively, we're just getting better and better.
Anything else for Coach? Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for being here.